If you're watching this video, you're worried about custody of your child following a breakup. Whether or not you had time to prepare for this huge life change, chances are you're feeling uncertain about how to help your child through this transition. Stay tuned because I'm going to share some important tips with you that will help you and your child. I'm Debra Whitson, mediator and family law attorney. I'm not a child psychologist or a therapist. However, as a former special victims prosecutor and current family law attorney, I've seen the very best of parenting and the very worst of parenting. Myself, I'm a mom, a stepmom, and even a grandmother. And like you, I'm definitely not a perfect parent. But I've learned a few things in my 26 years of legal experience, and I'm now 22 years and counting on parenting my own children. First, your ex is not your child's ex. I can't emphasize this enough. Your ex is your child's forever parent, just like you are your child's forever parent. Your child is entitled to love both of you unconditionally and without feeling guilt or disloyalty for doing so. If you cannot embrace this notion, you must at least accept it as a fact. You do not have to like your ex, but you do have to respect your ex as the parent of the child you two created together. Making a child feel as though they must choose sides between two parents can be very emotionally harmful to your child. Second, I want you to establish a new and stable normal for your child as quickly as possible. Your child had one home, and now he or she has two. Imagine if you suddenly had to live out of a suitcase or move about from home to home with your backpack. That huge disruption to a child's routine can be very difficult for the child. If your finances allow, duplicate the child's key belongings in both households to foster for the child a feeling that they're rooted in both homes. And when developing a parenting schedule, consider schedules that have fewer transitions so your child doesn't feel bounced back and forth like a ping pong ball. Third, avoid making multiple changes to your child's life and routine all at once. Don't change schools or daycare routines, and don't rush into cohabiting with a new romantic partner or blending your family with the partner's family until your child has had some time to grieve the breakup of his or her primary family. Fourth, with each co-parenting decision, ask yourself these three questions. What is best for my child? If I were my child, what would I want under these circumstances? And would I be okay if my position were applied against me? Let me give an example. Suppose your ex has extended family visiting from out of town on a weekend that's your custodial time, and you're asked to give up or swap parenting time to accommodate the family visit. You could stick to the custodial schedule and say no to your ex's request. In my experience, that reaction is quite common, especially when you're dealing with an ex that doesn't budge when you ask for similar accommodations. But get back to my questions. Is preventing extended family contact what is best for your child? If you were your child, would you want to visit with those relatives? And how would you feel if you were the one making the request of your ex? Even if your ex doesn't extend you the same courtesies, your child will benefit from you being the bigger person. Fifth, don't measure your value as a parent by the number of days, hours, or even minutes allotted to you in your parenting schedule. It may sound trivial, but quality time is far more meaningful to your child than the quantity of time. I've seen countless parents go to war in court for a parenting schedule that places their child with each parent exactly 50% of the time. Trust me, your child isn't measuring your love for him or her in minutes. And your child isn't dividing his or her love between both parents in proportion to the time spent with each parent. Your child loves both of you all of the time, even when they're not in your presence. And even if, like all of us, you are doing an imperfect job as a parent, your child knows that you love them 24/7, 365 days a year into infinity. Don't denigrate your value as a parent by measuring it in minutes. You are invaluable to your child all the time. Okay, I know that sounded a bit preachy, but I really want the best for you and your child as you go through this challenging time. And that's why I wanted to share with you my top 5 tips for helping to put your kids first in your custody case. So, whether you're mediating or you're going to court concerning custody of your child, our team is here to help. Give us a call.